Hey there, everybody. Finally, we're back with some videos. This is Unqualified Reviews, where I review stuff from a normal person point of view. I'm not an expert on everything. I'm probably not an expert on anything, but I know enough to get myself in trouble, and I buy stuff online, just like you do. So I'm here to let you know how that goes. And when I fall into the traps of buying that thing that's advertised to me on Facebook or Instagram, I'll come here and tell you how it went. I do have some other news I will save for the end of the video, but let's get going with this thing. A while back, I got a necklace from a company called Hatano. I've been doing a bunch of research on a lot of those like Viking necklaces, ones with like Mjolnirs and ravens and wolf heads and all these different kind of things. And then once through my feed popped up these necklaces that kind of look like they're made out of folded steel. Of course, when I was like, hey, I want to go look at that, I had to scroll through Instagram for like 10 minutes before I could find the ad again. I was like, it's the one time I wanted an ad and I couldn't find it. Either way, I eventually found it, ordered a necklace, and this is what I ended up with. That's blurry. That's no longer blurry. There we go. As you can see, it's a pretty neat looking piece. It's unsealed, so it does discolor a little bit over time, which is actually kind of cool, getting a little bit of that patina or aging to it. I was able to get it online through their site, just like most other places. It was pretty simple. It was fast. They have a lot of different options, starting around $40. They do offer custom engraving on most of their things, so if they have them in stock and they can engrave it, it takes as much as just an email, and they start that process. Otherwise, if they're out of stock on something, they do hand forge it. They make it by hand. As far as I can tell, they're out of Austin, Texas, or at least that's where the package came from. They do say they're made in the United States. And for the most part, I'm pretty happy with it. It's not something I wear every day. It's a little heavy. I can't sleep with it on, which sounds kind of lazy, but I have a couple other necklaces or pieces of jewelry that I just don't ever need to take off, and I kind of like that personally. So sometimes it's a little fussy, but it's definitely got some weight to it, and it's definitely at least a little pointy, so it's definitely not something that's very comfortable to sleep in. The little metal clasp, again, you're probably not going to be able to see this, but this isn't sealed, so I kind of have to make sure it's pinched together. It's never fallen off, but I worry about that a little bit. And if I had any actual gripe, the only other problem is the chain itself. Over the summer, we had gone out for 4th of July, and I used some spray-on sunblock. I probably wouldn't have noticed it was a problem, except I was wearing a white shirt. Hour and a half, 2 hours later, my wife was like, what is all over your shirt? And the whole collar of my shirt had turned like a rusty yellow orange that never came out. And thus I lost my favorite Under Armour shirt. But really, besides that one issue of, it's a cheap chain. Any of these necklaces that you order online and you don't get a gold or silver chain specifically, yeah, it's going to be cheap. That makes sense. These do come in a nice little wooden box. It does have a very, for $40, it's got a very nice feel to it. It's got a premium feel. I've probably spent similar on other necklaces that didn't feel especially as unique as this. I do get comments on this when I wear it. People think it's pretty cool, pretty unique. It does hit a lot on those Japanese kind of styles that some of us like, although it feels a little bit more elevated rather than kind of a toy or a cheap product. I've looked at some of their other stuff. I haven't really ordered anything else yet, but it doesn't mean I wouldn't. I really like this piece. There's some other things that I would consider ordering. They have some rings, they've got bracelets, they've got pendants. They do have some cool stuff, and I would definitely recommend checking them out. Bottom line for me, this is a really cool product. Easy to buy, easy to ship, not expensive, and looks pretty darn good. I'm sure to none of your surprise, obviously this is not sponsored. This is my honest opinion on this product that I bought myself. And that's just kind of what I'm about. I like doing reviews. I get people to ask me about some stuff. A lot of times I haven't bought it yet, but maybe I will. I also fall into the thing of like, oh, look, there's an ad for something that looks kind of cool. And I buy it. And sometimes they're garbage. But I wanted to try and get this one out in time. You still should have time to order these for Christmas. So if you've got somebody that you think might like this, or you want one yourself, you can definitely get them bought and shipped before the holidays. Looks like their ship time is pretty quick right now for stuff that's in stock. You sign up for their newsletter like a lot of sites. There's some 15% off codes. Definitely check them out. And let me know if you get one, and let me know what you think about it too. So the only other news I have is my wife and I have been watching lots of Hot Ones lately. And she said it was okay for us to buy some of the sauces. I don't know if that's a good idea. For now, they're still sealed. But if I can somehow get to like 100 subscribers, I'm at like 30 something, we could get there pretty quick, right? If I get to 100 subscribers, I'll do chicken wings with my wife and probably hate myself for days because we're not really all about spicy wings. And I got the trio pack, the classic, the Las Calientes, and the Last Dab, which is going to kill me. Yeah, there might be spicier stuff out there, but I don't even get like mango habanero Buffalo Wild Wings, so I'm pretty well screwed. Thank you for watching. Keep an eye out for a video every week. I'm going to try and do them by Wednesdays. Obviously, you're not getting this on Wednesday. It's Thursday at the earliest. But I'm going to try to get them out every week. If there's something in particular you're looking for, let me know. If you have something you want to send me to review, that'd be great. But I don't expect anything sponsored anytime soon. And even if I do get sponsored, this is always going to be straight from the cuff. I'm not going to bullshit you. I'm going to give you the everyman's review of stuff because that's more useful than a guy that's an expert in microphones telling you the 5% difference between this one and this one when you only care about if it just works. So, again, thank you for watching. Give me a like, give me a subscribe. When we hit 100, we're going to do a chicken wing episode. Until next time, have a blast.